I've been saying for ages, I'll do a tutorial, and quite frankly, I just never seem to be able to find the time. But I've got a week off work, and I thought now's the time to give it a go. However, I've decided that I am not the best teacher. There are so many great journalers out there that do amazing tutorials, and quite honestly, I don't think I can compete. But what I am going to do instead is like a quick show and tell. Plan is to keep the videos kind of short and sweet, 5 to 10 minutes, and just show you something that I've done and explain how I've done it. See if you enjoy them, let me know. But what I've decided to have a look at with you today is the little snippet, they're kind of like clusters, that I used in the sewing journal, the Stitch in Time. So I'll just, there's a few in here, so there's that one. There's one on one of the tags down here, and they're just really useful. You can stick them on anything, on your covers, on embellishments, use them for loads of things. You can even make belly bands out of them. But I thought I'd just show you how I do it, and maybe there might be something in there that you can take away and try yourself. So here's a couple that I've done today. It's that one. That one's not quite finished. I've only done half of it. And another one here. So what I do is I make these in strips, and then I literally cut them up, trim them off to whatever size or shape I want for the journal. So I literally start off with a strip of fabric. Now this, you can have long strips, short strips. This is just a short one because it was just an oddment of fabric that I had left, and I thought, well, I'll use it. And it's the one that I used in this. So I just cut that out, tear it out. Actually, I prefer to tear it because you get the nice fraying on the edge. Oh, by the way, this is something you probably won't want to do if stringy bits drive you mad, because there's stringy bits everywhere. I personally like it, but if it's not your thing, then this probably isn't the project for you. And then I'll take maybe a piece of cheesecloth, gauze. This is something that I've tea dyed, and literally lay it on top there, and I'll run some stitching with the sewing machine along this. You could glue it. I like to use a sewing machine just because I've always got my sewing machine out and I do sew a lot in my journals, but you could glue it with Fabri-Tac probably is your best, or Beacon 3-in-1, which I actually can't get hold of at the moment. It's driving me mad. So I'll just put a layer on of that. Then maybe take some lace, run a row of stitching along there, some ribbon, all the bits and pieces that you seem to just accumulate that are not quite big enough to do a major thing with, but you can use them for this. I mean, people do snippet rolls with very small bits and pieces. I'm not so great with fiddly little bits and pieces, which is why I tend to do mine like this. So, you know, another piece of lace, just keep layering it up really. And then I have finally managed to perfect the art of printing on my inkjet printer. Oh, I've tried so many different ways and didn't get the results I wanted. The best results I've had is using calico, which I then use a glue stick and put it onto a piece of card and then run it through the printer. And it seems to work really well. So I've got these printed words, and I'll just cut those out, stick them with a tiny little bit of Fabri-Tac on there, and then I do stitch around them. But again, you could do it just with the glue. You don't have to have them printed on fabric. You can use bits that have been printed on paper. It's just really, really easy. And you can make up as many of these strips as you like, pop them in a box, and then when you've got a colour theme that you're working to, just pull them out for that one and just cut them up. Now, just to show you another idea of something to use them on, I've made a really simple envelope. Now, there's instructions for making these all over the place. They are really simple. I'll just show you the construction. It's basically one sheet of paper. This is from the Stitching Time kit, which you then fold over a smallish bit at the top, and then you fold over a bigger bit at the bottom, leaving a gap there, so where the fold is, just so you can get into it. Ink it up. I stitch mine all the way around there. Well, I do just round the corners as well. If you've got a corner rounder, that's ideal for that. Or you could fold it under and just make it a triangular shape. You can make these all different shapes and sizes. They're really useful. But with this one, I've used the snippet, one of the snippets as a way to hold some ribbon. So I've literally glued the ribbon to this part of the envelope here, and then glued the snippet over the top. And then you just bring your ribbon round to the front and tie it in a bow. It's quite pretty, very simple, and you can put bits and pieces in it. You can put it inside your journal. You could sew it into your signature before you could stitch all the way around before you fold it. Stitch it into your signature along here and then glue it. Maybe I'll do that in more detail another time. But I hope you enjoyed this. I will try and keep other ones a little bit shorter. I was trying to explain to you what I was doing. So let me know what you think, and if you'd like to see more of these, and see you again soon. Bye.